Alright, let's see if third one is the charm. I've already done 2 videos. Not worked out. So, alright. We're going to be writing a system of equations. When I say a system, I'm talking about at least 2 equations. We only usually write 2, but it technically could be more. But we're writing 2. Alright, so in the first problem, we see that Katie and her sister Jill are making baby blankets to sell at a boutique. Katie has already completed 5 blankets and can finish 7 more blankets per day. And Jill has only finished 8 blankets so far, but she's a fast worker and she can make 6 more per day. At some point, Jill will catch up and they will have completed the same number of blankets. How long will that take? How many blankets will each woman have made? So we could have 2 things, right? Most of the time we have totals or we don't. Okay? They're either the same amount or sometimes they are a little bit different. Okay, let me dismiss my class real quick. Y'all are dismissed. Just don't talk in the hallway and don't go that way because they're testing. Alright, so in this problem, we don't have totals because it doesn't say we have 20 total blankets. It doesn't say we have $20 or we have 20 boutiques. Alright, so this was another. Okay, in this case, they're actually talking about when they have the same. Okay, so at some point they're going to have the same amount. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm going to show you how this is going to influence what we do here. Okay, now we have 2 things. That's the whole point. We have 2 equations, so we're dealing with 2 things. So what are those 2 things that we're dealing with? Alright, so the 2 things that we're dealing with in this problem, okay, are Jill and Katie. Okay, Katie comes first. I'm going to write Katie and Jill. Okay, those are the 2 people that we're talking about, the 2 equations that we're going to write about. Katie and Jill. Now, we're going to write linear equations. Now, when we write linear equations, they have 2 parts. The b and the m. Alright? Now, the b is the y-intercept. Okay? This is the thing that does not change because it happens only once. Happens one time. Okay? Happens one time. It happened, and it just happens one time. It's one time b. It's a one time. It starts with this amount at the beginning. Alright? The m is the slope, and it happens each time. Okay? That amount is the same, and it just happens each single time. You start with $10 and you put in your savings account $20 each week. Okay? So in this problem we have y equals. Alright, now for Katie, she's already finished 5 blankets. So that happened once. She's already completed those 5 blankets. Okay, that won't change. She has the 5 blankets. But she's doing 7 blankets per day. That's huge. That's very, very, very important that she does 7 per day. So we're adding 7 per day. It's not 7 total. Okay, it's per day. 7 today. She does 2 days. That would be 14. So instead of putting just 7, I write 7x because it's per day. Now, x is going to stand for the number of days. Hey, can you get Prince's attention so he can pay attention and notice that I'm recording a video right now? Alright, number of days. Okay, Jill, alright, we're going to do the other equation. Prince, if you can't be quiet, can you wait outside, please? Alright, so for Jill, she has completed 8 blankets. So we write y equals 8. Alright, and she's making 6 per day. So we're adding to that 6 blankets that she's making each day. 6x. Okay, those are my 2 equations. We start with how much there is, okay, the y-intercept, and we're adding to how many they're making per day. And it's per day. So 7, 7, 7 for Katie, and for Jill it's 6, 6, 6. Slope is the one that happens each time. Alright, so I'm going to do this one right here with you, okay? And then you're going to do actually number 3 on your own. So number 2, it tells us a bag contains 18 coins consisting of quarters and dimes. The total value of the coins is $2.85. Write a system of equations that can be used to determine the number of quarters, Q, and the number of dimes, D, in the bag. So for this problem, it's telling us a total. It says the word total. So this one's going to be a little bit different when we solve, and I'll show you why. This is totals. Okay, so we have 2 totals. Alright, what are my totals? Well, they tell us the total is $2.85. So that I'm going to write as my first total, $2. Okay, but before that, I'm going to put what am I dealing with? That's very, very important. When you do the one by yourself, you're going to just put what are you dealing with. Okay, so before I put this, I'm going to write money and my first total. Okay, because there's 2 things, is $2.85. All right. Now this one's only going to be about money. Okay. The 2 kinds of money I have are quarters and dimes. I don't have any like cash. So this would be 0.25 money. This would be 0.10. So I have quarters and dimes. So quarters are 25 cents and dimes are 10 cents. But I don't know how many quarters I have. If I had just one, I would just put this one. I don't know how many, but I know Q stands for the number of quarters. So I put Q next to it and D next to this one because I don't know how many dimes I have. I just know that each dime is 10 cents. Each quarter is 25 cents. This is kind of like the other one that we did. Alright, this is per each quarter. This one is per each dime. Alright, so what's the other number that they gave me? What else did they give me? They gave me 18. Okay, 18 prints again.
Come on, man.
Prints again. I'm still recording. Alright, so the other one is 18. When I'm talking about 18, I'm talking about coins. Okay, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about what's in the bag. Alright, so what's in the bag? I've got quarters and dimes. I don't know how many of each, so I just put Q because that stands for the number of quarters, and D because that stands for the number of dimes. So what you're going to do now is you're going to write, go ahead, write on this one, you're going to write the 2 equations, okay, if you have totals, or the other one, or the same amount, and then you're going to write the 2 things that you have, and you're going to write your equations.